What's happening, y'all? It's your girl, Madam J. We are doing a beginner makeup routine today, so come on in. Let's go ahead and get into it. Before we get into it, let's start with some prep. So for a really good makeup routine, you need a really good skincare routine so that the makeup is precise and pristine when you apply it. So I think I have a few videos. I have a few videos on my skincare routine, but I can do an updated one. But the general consensus is you need a really good skincare routine. I have nothing on my face right now, y'all. Okay. Be consistent. Drink your water. Okay. Those are two key things you need for a flawless makeup routine. This beginner makeup routine is a more natural look for those who are looking to give themselves a slight upgrade from their natural face. So again, before we get started, let's talk a little bit about your primer. So the primer is kind of part of skincare for me. And I also am adding a little bit of lip here. This is the Fenty Skin, I can't remember what it's called, Plush Pudding. This is their Instant Recovery Lip Mask. So I put some on my lips, but it comes like this. They have different like tones and shades, but I'm putting this on before I even do my makeup so that my lips not crusty. Because y'all don't want to see my lips crusty while I'm doing my makeup, do you? Okay, so next, let's talk about primers again. So your primer can vary based on your skin type. I have a drier skin type, more so like it's combination, but more so leaning towards dry. So I do like 2 products for my primer. But if you want to do 1 product for your primer, the Pixi Hydrating Milky Mist is very good. I have also tried the Rare Beauty Always an Optimist 4-in-1 Mist. And another product I have tried is the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. So this is not a spray, but it's like a grip for your makeup. But for me, I'm using my own skincare products. I used to own a skincare brand called Madam J Beauty, and it's still like, it's still top tier in my opinion. I just don't sell it anymore. But I start with the Light Toning Mist. This is great for sensitive skin, and it gives me some extra hydration before I do my makeup so that my makeup's not cakey and all patchy. So, and it smells so good. It's like this cucumber seed oil in it that is just so moisturizing and hydrating for the skin. So I'm just like air drying that a little bit, and then after that I'm going in with my Madam J Beauty Rose Glow Face Elixir. I'm so sorry I don't sell this, y'all, but this is our top product, or was our top product. But I'm using an oil to seal in my hydration because my skin does get dry. It needs to be able to hold on to that hydration as we do our makeup routine. So like I mentioned, you could do the toner and the face oil, or you can just do one of the sprays or grips that I mentioned. But I'm just showing you my full routine because I get a lot of compliments when I do my like natural makeup look. So let's get into it. But y'all see how like the instant glow is coming into the skin, like with this face oil? Very good. Hey Alexa, next. Very well. Like look at that. Look at that instant glow. See, seeing this is gonna make me sell it again, but I'm just trying to stay focused on what I got going on right now. So anywho, hey Alexa, next. Alexa, like play. I don't know what it's playing, y'all. Just I don't know if you can even hear it in the video, but let's stay focused. So primer's done. Skin is moisturized, like we're ready to go. So the first thing we are going to do is our foundation stick. So for that more natural look, I'm not a full coverage girly. If you are a full coverage girly, this is where you would use your full coverage foundation. Ones I've used, I love Fenty Beauty foundations, and I also love Lancome's foundations. Both are very good medium to full coverage foundations. I just stopped wearing like heavy foundation years ago. But sometimes I will go in with a foundation stick like this one by Pixi Beauty, which is on the glow base. I have also used, what is it called? Fenty Beauty has a kind of like tinted moisturizer. Can't remember what it's called, but I love theirs. I need to like get a new one of that. Theirs is really good. And then any other type of tinted moisturizer or BB cream you can use as your base, or you can just go in with concealer. Just conceal the under eyes or any other spots of like imperfections. That's what you use it for. But we're gonna go in with our base. I have the shade Caramel, and I just take my stick. I don't put the foundation stick on my forehead. I don't know if it's just me, but I don't put makeup like foundation and stuff on my forehead. But as you see, like the color match is tea. Like it's really on point. Like Pixie, send me a few of these, okay? Okay. So I got my foundation stick. Let me find my brush. You can just use any type of foundation brush. This is one I got from, is this from It? Yeah, I got this one from It Cosmetics, but you can use any type of foundation brush. I know Real Techniques also has a lot of good brushes that I use, but I just take my little brush and I just make sure, you see that? Blend it into the neckline, because we don't want any harsh lines, even though it's tinted, so it's very like light coverage. We still don't want any noticeable like lines. So we're mixing it into the neckline so that we don't see those like in our face. We need a seamless blend. And as you see, I'm just taking my foundation brush and I'm just smoothing this foundation out to this part of my face. I will not be applying any of this to my forehead. You can if you want to. That's just not how I do my makeup. But yeah, this is just general tips for you all. Just getting that foundation all mixed in. As you see, it looks like skin but better. That's really the goal of this, looking like skin but better. But again, you can go in with your full coverage foundation if you want like that full coverage look. So after the foundation is when I either do my concealer or my blush. Personal preference. I'm going to show you both ways so you can decide which side you prefer. So I love the Rare Beauty blushes. Let's see if I have another one in here. They have a lot of different shades, but these are their blushes. This is the one in the shade Happy, which is more like a pinky pink. This is their shade Joy, which is like a coral. I love like a pinkish or coral blush. I also love, I don't think I have it over here, but they have another one that's, oh, I do have it. It's kind of like a purplish blush. So it really depends on what I'm feeling that day. This one is called Encourage. It's kind of like a purplish. So it's really dependent on what type of look you're going for that day. Obviously a coral is going to be like really brightening you up. So if you got like a nice fit where you just want like a brighter look, you'll go for this, which I'm going to go for this today. So I'm going to show you two sides. One side, I'm going to do my concealer first. So this is the Haus Labs concealer. This is the shade 34 Medium Golden. So I'm going to take my concealer. I'm going to put some in the corner here. And then I'll put some on the outer corner here. And with the concealer, we're going to let it sit for a bit to dry down some before we blend it out. With my Rare Beauty blush, it's very pigmented, so you're gonna see it. You're gonna see it, but once you do your setting powder and stuff, we'll tone it down. But if you really want to keep that highly pigmented blush look, you won't use as much setting powder and stuff. So I'm gonna do 2 dots here, the upper part of my cheek, so I can kind of drag that blush up and down versus keeping it all the way down here. I know like when we were younger, we were told to like just put it here and kind of do it that way, but it really depends on your cheekbones. Like my cheeks are like, ah! So like I need to bring it up because my cheeks are already like really big. Like, so test it out different ways on your like face type, face structure to see what works best for you. So while we're letting this dry down, I'm going to go ahead and show you this first way of doing the blush first. So with the blush first, we have it here. You don't really have to let the blush set. we're just like, you see how pigmented that is? So we're just taking this and we're dragging it into the face. So we're bringing it all the way up to the temple, bringing it all the way down to the cheek. Okay? So you see, you can see that, right? You can see that, right? So we're getting all of this up into here. It's going to tone them down. Don't you worry. So we got this. And you just make sure you blend it out. We're going to blend it out some more once we add the concealer and our setting powder. So that's this side. On this side, we have the concealer first. So this is another brush from It Cosmetics. It's like a dual end. But I'm just taking the smaller one. And we're patting in that concealer. Hey, Alexa, down one notch. You see how we're just patting this in? And it's just like real smooth because my under eyes are kind of dark. So I do like having a good coverage concealer. So we're just patting out all the way in here and just kind of dragging it out. So again, we don't have those harsh lines and it just seamlessly blends. You see how that looks? Very well. Okay, so you see the two sides. We've done the blush first here, concealer first here. Now we're going to do flip-flop. So I'm going to add my blush here on the left side. And then on this side, I add my concealer in the corner of the eye and on the outer corner of the eye. We'll let this side dry down and we're going to blend out this side. So again, taking our brush, kind of patting it into the cheek, bringing it up to the temple, really getting that cheekbone, sweeping it up and down. See? Again, these are some highly pigmented blushes, which I love because, I don't know, I didn't like blush when I was younger, but I love it in my 30s. Like, it just, like the color just gives me something. I just love, like, the way it just brightens up my face. So we've got our blush on this side. Now I'm going to take my brush and blend out my concealer on this side. It should be, I mean, it probably needs a little bit longer, but I think it's good enough. It's been setting for a little bit. We're going to take our brush again and we're patting in our concealer. And we're dragging it out. All right, so both sides are done. As you see, we have one side where we did concealer first, then blush. So the blush looks more apparent. Here, we did the blush first and the concealer. So you see here, the concealer is concealing more here. So I want you to take a peek at both sides. Take inventory and see which side do you prefer better when it comes to your makeup. After this, we are going to use our translucent powder to set everything. So let me find my little brush. Okay, so this is actually the Rare Beauty Golden Light Translucent Powder. I think they took a little pause, but I know they had launched in Sephora at some point. But get any type of translucent powder that you can use after you've done these steps. I also have this little like powder puff I'm going to take with this. So as you see here, I've got my powder. I'm just sweeping some of that off. And I'm going to be patting it into the face. And the powder is really good just to set everything and so that you're not looking super shiny. So I'm just patting with my powder puff into my face. And if you need more, take a little more. You really don't need a ton of this, honestly. And you can just put it wherever you put your foundation and concealer. Just make sure you get everything so that everything sets and we reduce our creasing. So as you see, once we add that pressed powder or the translucent powder, it tones down our blush. It looks more appealing. You see? You see? I told y'all we was gonna tone it down, but you see how it, like, you still have your color, but it's not too much. But some people do like that look. So if you do like that look, don't do all this. You're still gonna need some type of setting. So you might have to reapply. Maybe you do like a powder over this or something, a powder blush or something over this. But yeah, key. That's the key. That's the key. All right, next up, so we've done our blush and concealer. You can, you have the option to do your eyes before your foundation. I don't always do eyeshadow, so you don't have to do eyeshadow if you don't want to. For me, when I do our eyeshadow, which I don't, let's do a little bit. I don't know if I want to do eyeshadow. I don't want to do eyeshadow today, but if I were to do eyeshadow, I like to start with a base that's like close to the shade of my skin. So I covered my whole eyelid with that. Let me show y'all. I'm sorry. Let me just show y'all. So if you were to do this, you know what to do. This is the ColourPop Cosmetics pressed powder palette. This is the California Love set. So I'm starting with the Bay shade. And I'm just gonna put this all over my eyelid. So this gives us kind of like a solid base. So once we add the colors, everything matches. If that makes sense. Probably didn't make sense the way I said it, but start with a base that is close to your skin tone. And if you wanted to, you could just leave it there, but we're not putting on just to leave it there. So I am like a gold glitter girly. I always go with like a gold glitter. So you can go with this Diego shade, or you can go with the cruising shade, depending on what you are wanting or what you're looking for. Sometimes when I'm wearing like a pinkish blush, I will go for like one of these pinker shades. I'm gonna go with cruising. We're gonna keep it nice and golden. So this is gonna go here, kind of in the crease towards the middle of the eyelid. And we're blending that in. And then on the outer corner is when we will add our darker shade. So we have to have some balance when we're doing our eyeshadow, so it's just not like one clean sweep. Like we have to add some dimension. So I will take a darker shade, like a dark brown. This is the Mission. And you'll put this here. You see how that just puts it all together? You see how that, look at the difference between this and this. You see how that just like seamlessly, that one little step just really pieced it all together. So you want to do that when you're doing your eyeshadow looks. You want a darker shade on the outer corner. That's going to tie it all together and make the look very seamless. And take your time with this. If you need to, practice with it, but get that look. We have dimension now. It looks really good. So after that, again, the eyeshadow is optional. You don't have to do that. After that, we are going to think about doing our highlighters, whatever you want to do. You don't have to do a liquid and a powder highlighter. This is just what I do because I'm a very glowy girl. I love the glow. I love the golden stuff. This is the Rare Beauty Transcend Liquid Luminizer. This is like one of my favorite highlighters. It is a liquid. And you can just take it, apply it to the cheeks, apply some here on the bridge of the nose. And what I like to do, I just use my fingers with this highlighter. And I just kind of, you see how I just, oh, it's so beautiful. I just love it so much. It's just so beautiful. And you just kind of blend it into there. Very good. You see that? I like it a lot. I like it a lot. And then mine is broke, but this is the Fenty Beauty Kilowatt Trophy Wife Freestyle Highlighter. It's a lot of words. But this is my favorite powder highlighter, so much that I haven't gotten it replaced because look, it still does what it needs to do, but this is how broken it is. Like, I don't know what happened, but it's broke. But I'm still using it because there's still so much powder left in here. So I take another brush. I don't know who this brush is by, but I just take some of this highlight because I just love a golden light. Like, I'm a golden girl. Like, please give me everything gold. If you have not noticed that, like, everything is gold. My jewelry is gold. All the accents in my house are gold. You see those pillows? Gold stripes. Like, it's a bit much, but I love it. So I just take some of this highlight. You see how it just, oh my gosh. People are always telling me I'm glowing. Like, this is the key. Like, this is the key. Everything else is essential, but this is really the key. Take this. And because it's broke, I'm trying not to get too much because it's very pigmented. So I'm gonna take some of this off. So I just kind of press some of this up into my cheekbone to lift it. Mind you, we did not do contour or anything here because we don't need that on this beginner makeup routine. You can get a really good makeup look without doing the contour and all that extra stuff. I don't always wear contour, so if that makes you feel any better about us not doing it. So I just take that highlight, put it at the top of my cheekbone, and I just kind of sweep it up towards the temple. You can also add other touches for the highlight. Sometimes I like to put some in the middle of my forehead and some here, just to give us some balance with our highlight. Very well. Okay, we're almost done here, y'all. We're almost done. And honestly, if I wasn't talking, this is something you could do in like 10 minutes. But we got to walk through it. We got to walk and talk. Walk it like we talk it, okay? Next up, we are going to do... Oh, let me get my stuff out of here. We're going to do our brows, mascara, and whatever lip we want to do. So, oh my gosh, just a lot of noise. I'm sorry. So let's look at our brows. Where is my brow pencil? I don't think I have my brow pencil in here, and I don't want to stop this video. Do I have it? I don't have my brow pencil in here, y'all. I'm so sorry. We got to keep going, though. So you would take your brow pencil, if you had one. If I had one in here, which I don't, but you would just take it and like fill in any gaps that you want to fill in, which I already did a little bit earlier today, so I don't need to add any more. But brow pencil is kind of straightforward. You're just gonna slowly brush strokes. Don't make it super dark. Start with light strokes and then build up if you need more. Okay, so with our lip, see if I have a lip liner that's already open. I don't think this is open. Why is nothing opened? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, y'all. I thought I was prepared, but I'm obviously not. Where are my lip liners? Okay, hold on. this open. All right, let me sharpen this lip liner. So I got a Fenty Beauty pencil sharpener that they gave me, which comes in handy. This is a lip liner by Maybelline in the shade Less Bounce. So it's just like a dark brown lip liner. So with my lip liner, you literally line the outside of your lips. Light strokes. Oh, I just feel so sharp. All right. Hey, Alexa, next. Okay. So we got our lip liner on, and you'll see with the lip liner, it like really just brings things together. So before I do my mascara and my final lip, I like to do my setting spray. So some that I've tried, this is the e.l.f. Blue Light Micro Setting Mist. It's almost gone, but it be doing the job. And then I also have tried the L'Oreal Paris Infallible 3-second mist spray. So any type of spray you want to use, set your makeup, spray it all over, including this line that we like blended into. Let that dry down a little bit before you add your mascara and lip. Which, let's talk about mascaras while we're drying down for a little bit. Fenty Beauty Hella Thick Mascara is obviously my obviously my favorite mascara. I have every shade. I have the black, I have the brown, and I have the blue. I just love their mascara so much. They like instantly like give me falsy like lashes. Like they're really good. Like they're so good. Another mascara that I've been loving lately is the L'Oreal Paris Extensionist. This right here, it has a thin brush, but like it really helps lengthen the lashes with the mascara, and it's not super clumpy, which I love. So get you one of those. Get you one or the other. I think I'm gonna use the Extensionist today. So I need to figure out what lip I want to do. We're gonna keep it kind of basic. Let's see if I have a pink in here. This is something else. This is a lip stain serum. I have not tried this product. This is by L'Oreal Paris. This is a Hyaluron Tint lip stain serum. This is in the shade 217 Smoky Mauve. They sent me this. I haven't had a chance to try it yet, but we're going to try it together because, you know, I love a mauve look. So I'm just going to take this. Oh, it's a lip stain. So I don't know how pigmented it'll be. Let's see. Okay. Okay. I haven't used a lip stain in a long time. We used to sell them when I worked as a beauty advisor, but it's been a minute. But hold on. I kind of like this. I kind of like this. So you can use your lip liner with a lip gloss, a lip stain, lipstick, whatever shade you want to do. That's what you can do. So, okay. I kind of like that. We're going to let that dry down a little bit, but I actually kind of like that. Okay, we're going to finish off with our mascara. I'm using the Extensionist by L'Oreal. And I'm just kind of going through, lengthening the lashes. Oh goodness. But y'all see how it like sickening. Literally sickening. All right, y'all. I'm sorry it's kind of silent right now. I'm just trying to, when you do your mascara, you gotta like open your mouth and try to. It's a weird body reaction when you're doing your mascara. But I want y'all to see like I love this mascara so much. Love Fenty too, but this one is really good as well. So I'm just taking our little bristles and we're just kind of sweeping it. Sorry, I got sidetracked. I really like this makeup look. Sweeping it up. And also, I like that this mascara doesn't really get on my eyelid. Some mascaras are like so thick that they be getting on my eyelid, and I hate having to clean it every time. But this one is normally pretty good. Y'all, get into it. We have finished our makeup look. Like, I want y'all to really get into this highlight situation. Like, this is my key to a glowy makeup look, using the liquid highlighter and then the powder on top to seal the deal. Like, look at the way this just, yeah, y'all, we finished the makeup routine. Let me just come a little closer so I can. Y'all, how are we feeling about this makeup? Because I really love it a lot. I love when I get to do my makeup. I love that y'all asked me to do my makeup because, yeah. So this is the finished look. Mascara popping, lashes popping, highlight on point. Skin is looking smooth. Lip color, lip stain is looking good. Y'all, let me know if this was helpful in the comments. Hopefully I gave enough explanation for the products and the techniques. But if you have more questions, please drop them in the comments for me and we can definitely do some more makeup tutorials. Y'all, you got this. You can do this simple makeup routine and it's going to level up your natural face a couple notches without having to do too much. Okay, we ain't talking about no contour, we ain't talking about no eyeliner, we ain't talking about none of that. Now if you want to do eyeliner, you can do that. I just don't do eyeliner every time I do makeup because I have big eyes and I don't know, the eyeliner just changes the way I want my eyes to look sometimes. But sometimes, depending on the outfit, I'll go with an eyeliner. But yeah, this is the full look, y'all. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Make sure you click that subscribe button for more Madam J tutorials. We have more on the way this year. Have the most beautiful and blessed day, and I'll see you in the next one.